Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. A big thank you for your continued support. As much as we are witnessing drama between the Kenya Kwanza government and the striking doctors, Kaka, there are facts you cannot erase from my mind. I want to give you a brief example. How do you convince your kid in the house that you do not have money when on a daily basis you are coming home with a new suit? Every evening you are coming home with new shoes. Every evening you are coming home with a different car. How will you convince your kids that daddy is broke? How? The fact remains, and this will never change, as much as tunadanganywa, Kenya has a lot of money to spend. I can argue my case based on available evidence. When you look at the life of top politicians, when you look at the office of the president, when you look at the office of the deputy president, you can entirely agree with me that Kenya has got money to spend. Yesterday, I did an analysis on a report released by the Controller of Budget, Margaret Nyakango. I explained on how the office of the president spent millions of shillings on tea and playing music in the State House. I showed you how the office of the deputy president spent millions in purchasing tea and playing music. I explained to you on how the office of the Interior Cabinet Secretary splashed millions of shillings on entertainment and luxury. From that alone, are you convinced that Kenya is broke? From that itself. How do you convince doctors that Kenya has no cash? From that alone, from Margaret Nyakango's report. How do you stand to convince doctors that Kenya has no resources to increase their salaries? Ladies and gentlemen, there are things that I know as a Kenyan you don't know, which I want to expose to you in this very video. I know there are things you don't know, but let me tell you today facts. A government threatening to sack doctors is a joke of the day. It's the most useless joke I've ever come across in the Republic of Kenya. And they are sacking doctors, a joke of the day. I'll tell you why. I saw Felix Koskei giving doctors an ultimatum of 24 hours to come back to work. Since then, it was on 9th. Today is on 12th. How many days are those? 9, 10, 11, 12. 4 days. Nobody has been sacked. CS Bore, yesterday, issued an ultimatum and they gave doctors 24 hours to return to work. As we speak, it's approaching 6 p.m. in the evening. 24 hours ended long time ago, and still nobody has been sacked. Doctors are not stupid. They understand very well their profession. Now, kuna kitu wewe kama Mkenya haujui. One single doctor serves 714 Kenyans daily. Yes, you heard it right. One doctor. with the current number of doctors we have, a single doctor serves 714 Kenyans in a day. Even if you are a machinery, will you manage? The data is online. You can Google. Now let me ask you, Kenyan. Already, Kenya has a scarcity of doctors. Even with the one doctor ratio to 714, will still be less because doctors are flying out of this country to seek greener pastures due to deteriorating working conditions in our country. So from that alone, where does the government get the power to fire even a single doctor when we still need more? So the facts remain that the threat of sacking doctors is chasing wild goose, as Mother Kome called it in 2022. The threat not to pay doctors is what Mother Kome termed as hot air. So I want to tell Kenyans, even if doctors go for a strike 1 year, hakuna kitu watafanyiwa. Why? We have limited number of doctors. Even if you employ the ones that are still in school, we are still less. Hatutoshei. So when we are not enough, how do you get time, or how do you make a bold move, such a dangerous decision of firing at the doctors? Madaktari sio wajinga. Ni wewe Mkenya haujaelewa the mathematics in this country. So when you see doctors still standing firm, they know what they are doing. They know how important their career is. They know how scarce they are. They know how their service is very critical to the Republic of Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, I have one message to this government and to William Ruto in particular. The threats from your junior officers, the CSS and the PSS and other people, is just a waste of time. You will issue ultimatums. Finally, these doctors will bury your ego. Because at the end, the way I see things going, at the end, you must sit and beg these doctors to come back to work. Those are facts. At the end, it is better utoe, eat an humble pie, calm down, keti na madaktari hawa waongeleshe, na wewe be an example by refusing to loot this country through entertainment and luxury in State House. Stop looting this country. The luxury in State House is unaudited. Now, how do you audit the tea in the State House? How do you audit playing gospel music to other presidents? How do you audit that? So bring down your ego. Call those doctors into a meeting and agree the way forward. And I want to tell them, kuna pesa in the Republic of Kenya. Mulipwe. Pesa ziko. Madaktari wakimaliza, walimu na nyinyi anza sasa. Tuko kwa shifts. Madaktari wakimaliza yao, walimu jipange. Tuwaone kwa barabara na nyinyi muongezwe kitu. Tunaelewana? Hii mambo lazima tufanye kwa mrengo. We cannot allow people to largely live on our tax, yet we suffer on salaries. Hatuwezi ona watu wakikunywa chai na pesa zetu za ushuru. Hatuwezi ona watu wakiandaa makurusedi makubwa kutumia pesa zetu, lakini ikifika kwa mishahara ya Mkenya tunaambiwa hakuna pesa. Haiwezekani. Haiwezekani. So doctors, I am with you. Stand firm and demand what belongs to you. Period. Mtu wasiwa intimidate. Oi, haiwezekani bwana. Don't be intimidated. At the end I know, hawa wazee wataanguka chini na watawalipa. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. I wish you the very best. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.